This world is long over. The company is full of great men in human skin.
Once exposed, it will be eaten immediately.
Typing work is normal.
I can't do it anymore.
My hands were cramping.
I can't type.
I can't go on!
I can't take it anymore. Show me abnormal behavior to send disguise and destroy.
Unforgivable.
You break the rules of work. Scrap does not need to exist. Immediately carry out the closed style cleanup.
The monster's going to eat me!
Help me.
The garbage is swept away. Everyone continue to sit down.
To be careful.
It can't be suppressed at all, and the warning magnetism exceeds the upper limit.
Abnormal heartbeat. There is also a big living person hidden here.
Eat you for a moment. Your fresh flesh and blood are in the air.
The Black Sea awakens. Release a drop of pure dark energy. As a novice experience machine. Energy and attachment. Please use capital to buy noodles immediately.
Blame me for being too weak. You just need to pretend to be a normal player's staff.
Regardless, this is the latest quarterly report you want.
Please check the high purity of energy.
I want this money.
This time I accept it. This energy belongs to me.
This funding perfectly repaired my shellware.
The statement is confirmed.
Employee Lin Fong continues to work overtime here.
Warning. The balance bottomed out. Please earn investment capital as soon as possible and buy a mobile phone together.
I have to earn more.
Great men replaced humans in society. We strive to interpret daily life. This is your two law. But as long as they forget to simulate physiological characteristics, such as breathing,
the ether camouflage is the mistake.
They will immediately devour all the witnesses next to them.
For viewing. Only in this way can we think about employees.
All employees were evacuated immediately.
But unfortunately, just like this novice monster who couldn't control his body, he entered the same elevator.
The camouflage melts. Finally seen. Remove cover. Up marks.
There is water, and the amount of money to buy is low.
It is enough for the greed of these evil spirits to suppress the first issue.
It was getting dark.
The patience of these monsters is to the limit.
The shadow is no longer hidden.
The project is not finished today. Everyone had to stay up all night. Do not leave your desk.
The physical strength of the guests could not be carried at all.
As long as I yawn,
the camouflage will be completely exposed.
Your tap frequency has decreased by 0.2 seconds.
Tired.
There was no money to buy a road, so he was waiting for me to have a flaw in fatigue.
Then swallow the 5 lives.
Deduce that physiological fatigue triggers the hunting process. The survival rate is 0%. Vulnerabilities are rigid in human genes, and the priority is higher than the hunting instinct.
Report application for a 2-minute physiological excretion procedure.
Then, He continued to work.
Apply for compliance, overtime execution, and cleanup.
Only the highest level of all staff evacuation alert is punished.
Can forcibly interrupt good income.
Alert me for all power outages.
Emergency evacuation of all personnel. Stop the work process immediately.
Cremation of the object. The fireman dies, and the hunting of the fire body is wrong.
Fire alarm. Dispatch.
The evacuation order of the evacuation defendant took precedence.
Stop the hunting process.
Enforce safety regulations. The power supply inferred that all employees were off work.
Evacuation begins.
It left loopholes in the rules.
It saved my life. Tomorrow.
I need more chips.
It is a continuous high-intensity camouflage, which will allow the energy of low-level committee members to enter quickly.
They had to hide.
There is
excessive consumption.
Unable to maintain stability.
Discover the highest level of netizens.
Discuss punishment.
Immediately kill him.
Sub-Zero!
I want this money to be repaired. And the external opening is a forced equivalent exchange model. 1.
Eyes.
The boss is actually the next step in the work arrangement.
Now go out and keep playing you.
The next song I am going to buy.
Systematic deduction display. All the company's confidential files and committee control centers are all here.
According to the contract, physical access to the underlying architecture server is immediately activated.
Ultra. Authoritative access. Violating the underlying security agreement contract. Enforcing procedures. Conflicts occurred.
Stabilize the monster's anti-crash program.
Logical 互压制 suppression. Open the spiritual channel.
Traffic light patrol mechanism. Once you touch a red light or are not on the whitelist,
it will be shredded in an instant.
Warning that local administrative privileges are not valid in this area. Forcing your entry will trigger the security effect.
The more rigid the program, the easier it is to produce logical thinking blows.
Hold.
Slam into the center of the hallway with all your strength.
Cleaner start. Unable to deviate from the patrol route. The route is hindered from logical thinking.
It is to control this building.
The core brain of a great man. See?
Pull up the building ground floor structure report.
What are you covering up?
At present, 99% of the progress of regional human life extraction is about to reach the critical value.
To simulate the truth of human society. All of them are captive battery ground police. Detected unauthorized access to the right to view.
The audit process has been initiated.
Amber is an irregular person.
Erase protocol. Activate the highest level of execution and be physically clear.
The difference in financial resources is hundreds of times. It is impossible for you to buy it.
He must carry out currency transfers in the nest.
Activating contractor number 1. Supervisor Wang issued the highest level to forcibly sabotage the task.
Disaster and power failure highest. Level system restart rules. Penalty security agreement change to the maximum.
Let these two high-level monsters, because of the conflict of rules, hide from each other.
I had to take the opportunity to evacuate.
I am going to the containment zone to find a bigger head.
This is the aircraft area.
The disguised defective fatigue was thrown here. The physical spare hard drive must be hidden nearby.
The physical hard disk signal is weak. Coordinates marked.
Be careful to avoid high-risk monsters.
Two. Heat. 37 degrees. Initiate a physical incineration cleanup for the replacement human.
The encirclement is shrinking.
There is no chance of winning against these defenses directly. The environmental facilities here must be destroyed.
High concentration of artificial fat. Exhaust. Gas accelerant for monsters.
This is it.
For me!
Excessive air pressure.
Physical destruction.
Psychological power is forced to be interrupted.
Radiation overload.
The vision sensor burned out.
The target heat source is lost.
Clear.
Remove all obstacles. Erase the invading organism.
The infrared of the monster is completely destroyed.
Now I can only rely on Xiamen.
This is the only opportunity for promotion.
You give me quiet.
Capital injection. Erased the agreement. Forced termination. Turn dormant. To seek medical attention.
High-level investment confirmation of completion target.
Disarmed.
And take the initiative to hand over core assets.
The core underlying data is in hand.
Next.
I am going to completely revise the rules of this building.
All are evacuated units. Immediately enter night standby mode on the spot.
All are powered off and stand by. Now, I am the only one on the entire floor, and my body is exposed to heat radiation.
The night patrol unit is about to arrive.
100% chance of being locked.
老李，将把 C 打过去了。Pay has passed. Immediately turn on the computer room on the target floor and deep cooling system.
Instruction. Execution.
The refrigeration valve opens at maximum power.
The living thermal radiation signature has been successfully masked.
Sub-branch opinions, inspection, and scanning of abnormal heat sources. Troubleshoot. Non-stationary objects. Cannot be an opponent of the living.
Start the deep compound program.
The review is complete.
The target is the blind spot, where the compliance standby unit continues to patrol, and directly open the torture.
Behind this door is the company's absolute forbidden area. All the underlying secrets of the guards are inside.
A high-level examiner was detected ahead, and now the bag is passed through the International Life Detector.
There is no visual blind spot.
Perform live investigation without dead ends. Filter all non-total heat sources.
The strength of the survival rate of physical force, since it is the company's system.
Then, use the company's rules to compare.
Highest authority. Data instruction received. Initiate the isolation of abnormal asset transport procedures.
Lee. Visual blind spot has been generated. Living thermal radiation is completely shielded.
Walk towards the security gate.
Serious violations detected. Stop moving immediately.
Mandatory interception of program records.
All unrisked assets will be destroyed on the spot.
Is inspection and dispatch orders.
The highest level is meter. Free.
You show.
Full suppression is being determined.
Cannot resolve the real and valid.
The senior transfer order confirms that the class rules are higher than the inspection rules. Passage is allowed.
As long as the authority is high enough.
These rigid programs can only obediently give way.
Most of the security checks are physically isolated, and the supervision procedures of the recovery area are restored.
And some are not visited.
Finally came in.
The deepest secret of the company are personally inspected.
You don't even have any trace of a flesh farm.
All dormant warehouses.
The log? Let me see.
The production target was achieved.
After death. That is my position.
Never let the system data go up.
Confirm that the exception data is being packaged. 10 seconds later. Set a formatted building application.
In the building, it was formatted.
All clues are gone!
It must be transmitted.
All the energy of Uriga belongs to you.
Fix the hidden code for me immediately.
The logic details of the balanced stable information record system are detected, and the writing is complete.
The recall agreement is in effect, and the data number has been modified to be random.
So,
My previous life of more than 20 years. It is all a dream of lying in this jar.
This absurd economy is huge.
The underlying core data is tampered with. Unknown. Commissions. Diarrhea. Detected.
The underlying architecture is compromised. Abandoning surface. Mimicry maintenance.
directly obliterate intruders.
This monster dog jumped over the wall. He didn't even split people. it directly becomes the data body and smashes down.
劳力接收资息 funds. Immediately activate the building's superlative mimic defragmentation system.
The highest level of funding confirms that the debtor receives intermediate azimuth instructions.
Or, as it is said,
Locked.
The ray logic cannot continue to perform downstream.
the verification failed.
The target is judged to be too high to seriously damage the society. The virus code map warfare system is activated to perform erasure.
Regular rolling.
Data decomposition.
Permission cleanup.
The area is over, and the current coordinates are safe.
As long as you understand the bottom line of the rules, the most advanced monsters are just monsters that can be formatted by the system.
Entered.
The decision period collection procedure is launched.
The headquarters recycler is over.
Instruction. Confirmation.
The dormant people of the underground farm have been disconnected by me. This month cannot be delivered.
The entire building will be directly cut off by the wind.
The number of materials handed over is 0. It was determined to be a serious breach of contract. Then it will directly hit you with the money.
System crashes.
Activate the advanced frosting mechanism. No normal evil was cleared together.
Don't talk.
This is the acceptance of this month's handed over materials.
Derivative, budget, logic, over system, logic.
This capital is forced. Advance.
Various indicators of buildings. Permission to continue to work hard. From me.
This building is no longer in the cemetery of great men.
The recycler is returning to the parent body. Following these coordinates,
You can find the lair of the Way People's Company.
The goal is to enter a high-density monolithic block. Please maintain 100% synchronized camouflage.
Unified code that only anti-humanity. If you make a mistake, you will be treated as an outlier.
Capture the authorized living breath. Mimic parameters do not match. Implement block exclusion procedures. Surrounded.
Only pure energy can be used to awaken this group of low-level eating codes.
It is time to eat.
Pure origin, frosting instruction, interruption detected. The myopia instinct in the inner layer is forced to cover.
The show program completely locks their actions.
Let love be cleared. The coordinates of the mother body are not far away. The real premium acquisition begins right away.
Follow the route of the recycler to enter the core center.
But the liberated security system has been upgraded.
In front is the living temperature scanning door. Any target above ambient temperature will trigger a defensive counterattack.
As long as I walk in with human body temperature,
It will be cut into pieces by the laser immediately.
Difficulty needs to be supplemented.
the energy is running out. The work badge on his chest that shields the temperature.
It is my ticket to clear the customs.
Prepare for forcibly replacing permissions and items.
Make a deal.
The defense logic, U-grid module, gains the highest control.
Take off your badge and give it to me. These energies are yours.
Equivalent exchange program. Hand over the identity shield.
The money is yours.
Deeply shielded. Module. Lost fuselage shell. Maintain the mandatory termination of the procedure.
judgment status is the same as that of the same compliance. New verification path. Temperature indicators. Compliance. Access to the core area is allowed.
I removed this skin.
They are nothing.
I went and I came.
I need to build an absolutely clean stronghold as a springboard.
The area is scanned. It is recommended to find edge nodes for spatial anchoring in the dormant area of high-density Great Man.
This corner room located in the blind spot of the surveillance. The location is just right.
Great Line technology is specific. You have crossed the line. Idle living beings are prohibited in this area.
The Ministry of Apartments accepts foreign data into the countdown to compulsory eviction. The regional intrusion alarm is about to be sounded.
3, 2, 1. Do you listen?
No need to press it. I bought all the remaining life of this building.
Detection props. The pure origin is injected with safety logic and suffers from the impact of high-dimensional dimensionality reduction.
Forced termination of the defense agreement. Dear owners, with the highest authority, welcome home.
The apartment system is fully open to you.
Completely remove room 404 from the public system of this building.
Create absolute physical blind spots.
Instruction. Reception. Start the spatial refactoring erasure program. Your private territory is hidden and ready. The system has withdrawn from administrative privileges. Happy stay.
As long as the chips are high enough, even the basic physical rules of the world can be tampered with at will.
Yes, the establishment of the land outside the law is complete. It is time to take stock of the loot.
The most perfect camouflage is to make the prey not even find the coordinates of your existence.
The system goes into silent mode. Wait for the next asset operation instruction.
The safe house is completed. Now we must give it to the bottom as soon as possible, so as not to send survival funds. Open up the physical line of defense.
Liu Ru is extremely strict. Disguise this asset as a regular shipment and send it out.
High errand fees have been deducted. Disguise. Discovery program starts. Soon to access the floor logistics network.
Return the position.
Daily logistics collection procedures are in progress. Please have your package ready for inspection.
We don't have time. There are no instructions to say it. I won't speak. Now, it is up to me to order.
Listen to instructions.
Take me into the facility and open the door. After receiving the new newspaper, perform grassroots logic testing. Investigate crises. Human emotional observation.
detection of emotion magazines. Ultra high density, purity, origin. Energy. Overflow.
Got it. It is already started.
Don't treat me as a subordinate.
I just came from intelligence.
The one who knows the information is me.
The time has come. I set clear goal. Once fixed, it is only to catch the living mouse. Theoretically killed himself.
I have to execute.
Do you still want to be obsessed? I'll preside over it. Benefits are sufficient. These rigidities will become the most reliable channels in the world.
Ring sequencing is established. The resource transmission network is fully connected.
Who am you?
This net.
Or maybe it is a little bit of internal trouble.
The daily mimicry compliance investigation procedure was launched.
All units are requested to cooperate with the moisture cycle test.
Perform meaningless consumption. Actions. Detect the integrity of the swallowing module and internal circulation system.
Water cannot evaporate. The gas reaches the physical carrying limit.
This internal pressure overload. Let the tension face the breaking tipping point.
I immediately received high-end assets.
Physical circulation system restart. Maximum power operation mode activated.
It cannot only repair 100% of all indicators. Perfectly copied parameters.
Cancel the execution order. Continue to carry out daily inspections. Directly buy out the review rules of this floor.
Receive huge capital compensation.
The owner of the 财务公司 forced to be popular.
The review order is permanently terminated.
There is no anomaly in the current region. The correction unit is disconnected. Enter permanent standby mode.
The first floor of the farm has been completely bought out.
Brother Ringo.
We can start planning the next steps.
Night sleep mode is activated. The night patrol procedure of the neighborhood committee was launched.
Begin the ambient volume screening.
So
completely silent.
Filter standard sleep frequency. Investigate. Illegal breathing noise. The cabin is scanned. No black standard characters were found.
The auditory senses of the neighborhood committee have been adjusted to the highest threshold. The heartbeat of a living person is as obvious as thunder here.
75 vibrations per minute. Determined to be non-standard. Living. There is a spatial logic function and was inside the wall of the square entity.
Security preparations. Add strong control. To increase your children's ultra. Standard pure life energy.
Severe conflicts in audio search logic.
The underlying defense logic has been forcibly bought out by capital. Security objective reset.
As a result, it is in absolute physical silence with the owner's surroundings.
Or
Perform 2-year muting treatment. The floor environment is also loud.
Now, in this building, except me.
Nothing can make a sound anymore.
System monitoring has been fully involved in this building. It also hides the core code used by society to synchronize cognition.
Synchronization channel. All units block their brain.
Receiving the master brain code is in society. You are too logical and often move alone during the day.
A14 mandatory brainwashing, broadcast every day, as long as the source antenna is polluted. It can completely take over the code of the entire building.
The dedicated maintenance unit has responded. Wait for the highest owner to issue the instruction.
And this huge asset climbed to the rooftop, stocking the core slot of the main receiving antenna.
The receiving port is subject to a high-latitude asset escape attack.
The underlying band is being lost.
Controlled.
An anomaly is detected in the outside airspace, and a large flying object is close to the area. Signal blocking has been detected by headquarters.
The lights are too close. They have already started to search against the wall, and the coordinates are not yet locked.
Still in the prediction grid. We still have a 3-minute window.
If you drag it any further, it will be too late to evacuate.
The scavenger from the headquarters is here. It is a pity that your dogs are all following my instructions now.
Inspiration mode loaded.
Abnormal grades are compared to the activation of the interception protocol response mechanism.
Began to issue grassroots reinforcements.
fast.
The main brain is not parallel and forced shut down.
Restart the formatted storage module to warn the administrator that the data is at high risk.
Once restarted,
the physical boundaries of this room will disappear completely.
The walls are about to break.
He can't be turned off.
The target physical interface is locked.
System shutdown interruption. Detects Wuxi Pure assets, performing the highest priority service.
Supreme service and purchase absolute defense barrier and establishment. Begin to forcibly retreat brain patches.
Physical concealed photos are back online.
Regional target. Stability. No absolute banking units were found. Click. Diminish. Long live the Chang family.
A protective consciousness with an absolute, constant cleanliness habit.
This is the real power of this company.
Since its core is absolute order,
Then I will use absolute unity.
what is our possibility?
After the physical boundaries of the safe house are stabilized, the defense mode is transferred.
The night patrol of the Red Vest is over. Now this shield is absolutely safe. It is time to gather outside intelligence.
Use this blank body as a physical signal base station, eavesdropping on abandoned data streams outside the building.
the physical base station is successfully connected. The data of the intercepted urban public patrol log is being analyzed.
All patrol tracks are accurate to the millimeter. The great men of the city follow the rigid discipline of a machine completely.
Oh. The large and detailed behavioral logic analysis completes the band contains none. The program setting is redundant, and the backward judgment panic is determined.
Yes.
Even without a rough physical mood.
This is not the case.
This is an absolute standard characteristic of human psychological defense.
There are surviving of the same kind in the city.
The source coordinates of the band are locked. Location: Urban Edge, Exhaust Gas Outlet Area.
Physical force rescue. Exposure. Too high risk. Put a long line to catch big fish.
Mobilize anonymous accounts.
A huge bounty injection is made directly into this scavenger's underlying database.
A huge amount of capital has been packaged. Concealed ejection transmission through physical base stations. The transaction confirms that the outlet coordinates have been permanently removed from the physical wipe list.
The fire of the same kind has been temporarily saved.
As long as they live.
Can be my upside down to pierce this false city.
Although the automatic scavenger retreated. But to legally probe that coordinate, I must have a person who can be in society.
The types of real industries that are hidden from people's ears and eyes have been matched.
The agent front. End view is being remotely linked.
Public affairs, access, read front, and application documents. Enterprise type, abandonment, emotion processing.
Mileage recyclers do not have the right to apply for the opening of a senior review enterprise, i.e. Junior.
Confirm that the activation of the overstepping punishment mechanism to enforce the crime of Ion is true.
But if it is trillions of absolute capital under you?
The forced injection is being carried out into the core account of the Urban Public Affairs Center.
Service!
The service applicant is a high-level ancient tribe, exclusive road white glove line. Obviously, allow the filming of high-end real industries.
In this high-level monster city, as long as the capital is large enough, can break any rule barrier.
Regional defense level doctor.
Corporate and private sector.
Enter a step-by state.
The concrete success of the but the urbanity of this building immediately sets off.
The tax inspection node arrives. Begin the newly registered asset inventory procedure.
I have to find a way to get around it.
Warning. Capture high. Energy physical destruction devices that are not authorized by the system.
Rough. Physical directional blasting. It was the group of human survivors who regarded this place as a stronghold for monsters.
There is a tax investigation. There is physical blasting outside. It must be done in 7 seconds.
Rule success.
Connecting the inspection procedures outside the door. Pay them the full excess protection tax.
The credit rating of the enterprise jumped to the highest position in the city.
Receive and move the primary asset, logical conflict. The target is determined to be the highest value protection unit.
President Xi absolutely defends the agreement. Build a meat shield matrix.
The physical segment is complete. Node data is lost in a large area. Clearing high value assets for the protocol. The shell is 100% complete. The surrounding environment is safe.
Not only is it exempt from tax troubles, it also saved the lives of its own kind.
Go to the sewage outlet and touch the bomb-dropping kind.
The spatial anchor enters a state of silence. All monitoring records are physically destroyed.
Under the name of the newly registered factory, the number of employees is 0. Does not comply with entity operation rules. Enter the countdown to the logout.
Pay additional liquidated damages and cross-district resettlement fees.
Direct completion 56.
Insurance. Extraction. Employee number.
Supreme Doctrine.
Cross. Regional procedural objectives.
The defense level is too high. Let's retreat together.
Power capital to carry out the rule state. Medium-sized account.
I failed.
What level of monster god is hidden in this factory?
When you are full, just take a good look at me. The rules of this city are about to usher in a comprehensive capital reshuffle.
Phase monitoring enters silent standby mode.
The verification process of production indicators was launched. The official QSI has intervened. Prepare to extract emotions and process the output.
The deleted reserves are 0. Cannot pass logic and leaves. Yutai shell is facing a collapse critical point.
Maintain physical stationary. Withdraw the highly concentrated capital I have injected into your account. Throw it into the jar. Use the highest dimension of life origin to contract those rigid detection probes.
Arrive at the detection coordinate. The quality inspection probe is warmed up. Sample, sampling, and concentration. Analysis begins.
Concentration data of very high purity substances are measured in the calculation.
As soon as the data came out, the energy hierarchy of the current dimension cannot be resolved. Sensors face physical meltdown.
Pure into the circle. Human emotions have always been judged as unknown high. Order capital. 逻辑错误自检程序 inspection program is not compatible.
Initiate the underlying supreme worship agreement.
In the face of dimensionality reduction strike, level capital. The detection instruments of these monsters, except for party discipline and submission.
There is no other choice.
The purity of the target output surpasses the city online. Exempt from all subsequent inspection processes.
All the output of the enterprise is officially marked as a special offering of the city.
Brotherly won the gold medal.
This shell factory is now the most untouchable restricted area in the city.
With this fortress, we can mobilize supplies from all over the city openly at any time.
The first move was made.
The defense system has been fully launched. Physical security level is supreme.
Wrapped in the purest capital, the most outright lie, the city will soon understand who is the real master.
The blind spots in the house are all underground. To find out the city's sewer network, human survivors are the best guides. We need to use them to reach out to those corners that cannot be detected.
Bring these skills with you. Do the punctuation release physical recovery task. The physical recovery program initializes the target lock to the underlying node. The crack will spread from here. The physical dispatch order has confirmed that the logistics unit has entered the terminal dispatch.
The energy feedback is normal. You can start initializing the physical interaction program. Prepare to fight to the death.
The current physical defense formation materialization commercial interaction protocol.
Strength scan. Don't move your hands.
Live.
I have to open it immediately.
The physical ringleader has confirmed that mapping's been made. When I was doing business locally, I was just recycling.
Meet minimum acquisition expectations.
Warehousing confirmation.
Physical integrity meets standards.
Payment agreement. Departure.
The date when the transaction settlement is completed to increase the capital payment business reputation.
The material delivery task has been completed. The roadside commercial agreement continues to be in effect. At present, the government benefits local coordinates to return to the end of Yunzhou.
Hey, the sound of heavy footsteps finally disappeared completely.
My monster didn't disappear from us.
That kind of monster runs for a special trip. Is it to throw these two cards in such a place? This pure energy fluctuation. I have not seen it in any of the survivor strongholds. This level of pure lifetime energy.
Dozens of lives can be sold on the black market. He actually used it to exchange for a piece of scrap iron. It is some kind of incomprehensible physics.
Good soil.
This mysterious factory is given by monsters.
We humans pay students. Collect all the scrap metal. We have a way out.
Next.
Let this group of sewer guides take me to tear apart the city's underlying network.
The recruitment node has been successfully established.
The physical interactive network began to spread to the surrounding neighborhoods.
Come and deliver the goods in person. It is necessary to confirm what the details of this factory that appeared out of thin air are.
Capture the ruler. It proves that the long-term review process has been forcibly intervened.
By order of the political officials, perform deep memory reading.
Encountering high dimensional physical intrusion. The underlying defense is about to be penetrated. The camouflage shell faces collapse.
Your work equipment has seen through.
I don't play anymore.
Follow the clues and find the boss. Then just buy out your loyalty with astronomical numbers.
Astronomical and corporate dividends have been packaged. When the target is locked and leapfrogs, the inspector's underlying personal account is forcibly injected.
Encounter an outing. That is, the degeneration of private wealth. Loyalty agreements are logically thought.
Unable to perform.
Destroy the enforcement order.
The underlying account has been completely bought out by Sky. High Capital.
The target unit has been transformed into a lifelong honorary employee of the enterprise.
The audit order has been changed to Big Donald Maintenance.
That is right.
The highest level of experience.
He is actually bowing to the employees here.
Since I got the dividends, just wipe the table in the lobby clean before leaving.
Receiving instructions.
Immediately implement lobby hygiene and cleaning procedures.
As long as the price is sufficient, the people also have to bend down and do chores.
The factory was completely whitewashed.
Waste verification passed. The equivalent capital has been paid. Thank you for your contribution to the city's environmental protection.
The threat has been lifted.
Regional operations have returned to a normal environment.
The material escort of the official high level is an authorized unit. Please be it again. Now.
High-pressure materials appear.
Break down their mimic shells. Prepare for close quarters physical destruction.
If a module fails, the material resources will be reloaded to battle mode.
Rediffusion with a standpoint.
Withdraw to a high place.
Understand. Don't move yet.
Let him take it.
The highest route of the transportation system must be used to manage the material.
This piece is absolute.
All stay or free to confirm the speed limit for all sections. Termination of the physical collision exemption agreement.
Keep.
Passing through obstacles.
Now you can act.
You can rush to the entry area a little later.
They are two monsters, and their power is in the black pool.
Just you.
Just to make your sharp knife sharper. It was been.
If not.
I am afraid there is a jade body now.
Capture the highest privileges. The process of adjudicating cross-border and forced heresy has been activated.
Implement comprehensive and indiscriminate cleanup.
This field has the master's direct approval of the inspection. Free fine print. Any monthly physical inspection is prohibited.
Reinstall security node access.
Immediately build a physical defense wall.
The physical defense line can't last long. Directly use capital to smash through the building's industrial fire protection system.
Has been injected. The highest level of industrial fire control has been forcibly bought out.
Perform the highest power physical coverage.
Expand absolute friends. Implement physical science.
Power furnace. Comprehensive.
Sweep the non-recyclable exhaust gas enclosure.
The target data node has been completely taken offline.
An incident has been reported to 4 adjudicating units due to the high pressure rupture of the fire pipeline in the factory area, causing the shell to be accidentally frozen by physical liquid nitrogen.
Apply for closure.
The report has been received.
The determination of accidental loss is established. The 4 units have been physically removed from the city's roster.
The fire protection system has been reset.
The hall has returned to normal.
Maintain the highest level of physics. It is too late.
It is being established to implement the Hornless Car, too.
The exit was locked in the nest.
There is no physical damage probability anymore.
What are they? The physical firepower gap is too large.
Fight to the death.
Systematic training must be reset with capital.
The recycler Blacktown.
Sky High assets are in custody.
The highest level of live capture orders is in effect.
Exclusive Hunter received.
Locking the target is the most efficient and safe.
It seems that they have taken over here. Enter static protection mode.
They are reading your soul.
Hold on for a few more seconds.
Addition. I drag the area to commit the task. Declare the marriage over. You and I have become the private spoils of collusion with monsters.
As long as it is labeled as private property. The dominant rule is that he protects your strongest shield.
Despair is a catalyst for reinventing to the best.
When we wake up, we will understand who is the straight player of this game.
The area physical defense line is directly penetrated.
Uncleaned live data. Residues are found. There is a risk of contaminating the underlying layer of the system. Perform deep extraction.
Is this the energy level of the Supreme Ruler?
Want to touch my ears.
Interception of capital across latitudes must be carried out.
Forcibly register the physical ownership of these two humans.
The Sky High deposit deducts the property rights registration successfully. Defensive barriers.
using physics to cross the target coordinates.
Encountering the highest order of commercial code barriers. Attack instructions are forcibly blocked. Energy overflow.
Local spaces are at risk of material collapse at any time.
Exceeding my authority to move my private property. At one's own risk.
The target is protected by the Supreme Chaebol. Forcible attacks will lead to the complete bankruptcy of the system's economic chain. Recommend reversal of action.
The commercial code sequence is higher than the provisional clearance order. Stop forcible expropriation. Chaebol intervention has been recorded.
The highest ruler has withdrawn. Network intrusion interruption. Physical space returns to normal.
It is ours.
Which god, level, Chaebol is it?
Physical connection. Cutting off the most advanced asset barriers. Switch to invisible background running mode.
From today onwards,
It is the real invisible master of this city.
The Proxy Node Supervision Global Hidden Program has been launched. Wait for the next action.
Enter the business interaction mode.
Sign this security outsourcing agreement. Open up the underground route for me in exchange for pure life and absolute protection.
There is no way out, as long as humans can survive. The same as everyone.
The outsourced employment contract officially came into effect.
Put on your work clothes. The first indicator task is opened up from the physical level. This official blocked underground private line. The recycler will provide a line and a point. Come back yourself, probably.
human tactical deception, coupled with the absolute strength of being a man.
This mixed formation was enough to tear apart the city's land.
Breaking through the perimeter defense.
It is about to enter the coordinates and the communication signal of the new network area, and the physical attenuation is in progress.
Blocked.
Thank you!
Metrics of important attributes.
Commercial target. Identification sequence. Start harmless troubleshooting.
Enforcement is mandatory in the target area.
The temperature of the care shell is superb. 15% armor loss rate against impact. Continuous advancement.
Completely relying on red translucent energy shield defense. There is no physical armor plate coverage.
Energy shields need to be networked to obtain computing power support. Cut off its physical supply lines.
Mobilize unlimited quota.
Fully short in the trading system. The public bandwidth in the area is not allowed.
Computing power resources encountered sky. High prices, maliciously shorted. The LAN bandwidth is completely drained. Shield attack disconnected.
Warnings, online fortune, telling, and low-level military maintenance failures. Enter a state of physical exposure.
Physical destruction of the air defense begins!
The core physically damages the body not.
Implement compulsory scrapping.
The boss behind it has hands and eyes.
The short selling of hash rate ends. Funds have been withdrawn. The Archon's underlying line of defense. It is just a pile of scrap metal that relies on network resources.
The underground interception network is physically destroyed by an unknown body.
There have been abnormal fluctuations in public computing power.
It was determined to be high-level intentional sabotage.
Vulnerabilities in commercial power generation. Outsourcing companies wantonly trample on the physical defense line of the main brain. A thorough cleanup must be performed.
Consoles? The Supreme Bill has been drafted. The cleaning plan for the whole honor outsourcing enterprise can enter the countdown.
The storm is coming.
This is exactly what I was forcing him to lift the table.
The so-called more than a day.
Monopoly consultation. Zero deprives the target enterprise of all physical defense authority.
Implement the forcibly seized foreign objects, and the kinetic energy is overloaded.
A single point of physical defense cannot withstand a frontal collision.
Request tactical support.
The physical blasting device is fit. Countdown. Start. All retreated and established an impact sewing defense line.
Single products, security, etc. are included in the rules. Physical rules of greater quality must be introduced to form rules.
In the official military industry procurement, the details of the statement just now find the company's line of study.
The pace of the highest level of capital protection. Agreement for the purchase of supplies.
All the copies of bulletins will be completed on the physical level. Please continue the countdown.
Impulse are in great danger.
Power coverage. Key drive. Order, focus.
The company's legal and highest actions are compulsory. To summarize,
The stones use the capital protection shield of the mastermind to smash the green pepper hair of the mastermind. This rigid system logic is simply vulnerable. So,
After the frequency coordinate resolution is completed,
The underground human and base networks are also connected.
Accept the money. Go and create a real physical riot in this icy city. Transmission channel. The double-edge counterbalance, tactical precision, provides the runner.
Purple gold has been saved for the fire of human resistance.
Just today, orange lit up.
Don't give up, everyone! No matter how difficult the conditions are, humans must not bow to those monsters.
High-level weapon exchange authority. Fully open. Please put in the upgrade item.
Actually sent us the armament upgrade system directly. Quickly put all the broken copper and scrap metal on it!
The physical reshaping is completed. The high-energy digital beam rifle was successfully configured.
What a powerful power feedback. With this gun, humanity will never be slaughtered again.
This investment gave us positive and tough capital.
It is an official controlled low-level mechanical miscellaneous soldier. All ready to meet these broken copper and rotten iron.
Enemy armor has been completely physically destroyed.
Give me the left side!
Physically cut off their power nodes.
Continue to suppress.
Sweep away all these mechanical garbage.
Absolute combat. Power balance error. Suffer devastating physical blows. Hold a retreat order.
Lock the tail joint and prepare the capacitor to fire.
Charging is 90%.
All targets are annihilated.
Certainly, the physical line of defense is re-established.
With this batch of advanced equipment, humanity finally has the ability to compete with the city head. On.
The spark has been ignited.
The next big game will become more and more interesting.
In the first phase, the armed investment is completed. The human camp combat power assessment and update system has entered a period of smooth operation.
One, seize survival supplies from the material storage area.
After the storage of those drugs is ensured,
Query process.
Seriously injured? The defense node is activated.
Suppress his physical movements.
Hard resistance as evidence of firepower.
Upgrading with capital. Our right to consume.
Let this pile of these directly change the stage.
If the Shield family is a part,
All level Vs in this repository.
Key extraction service.
The Xian passage began to stop security procedures.
Transform the highest standard of room service.
Physical erasure program. Mandatory use. We are here to serve you.
It is not cloudy.
The first batch of materials has been withdrawn. Follow-up handling will continue.
It was food and clean water. Enough in the base! Everyone has been eating for a month.
The power of the board is not immediate.
Everyone lined up. Figures and pipes are enough. As long as we unite, humanity will never become extinct in this city.
This is 10,000 tons, but there is no wind to shake.
Provide substantial physical support. Only then can the will to resist be completely strengthened. This hostile takeover against the entire city. Now, we have a real basic plate.
human camp's survival material reserves are up to standard. Safe houses have entered the normalization of the situation. There is no defense mode.